there was a piece on Romanesco yesterday about the cliches that big wheels unleash when they come to talk at journalism school. And one of them was, there's never been a better time to be a journalist. And I thought, oh my God, I say that every time I go to talk to students at journalism school. And in fact, what I say is, there's never been a worse time to be a newspaper, but there's never been a better time to be a journalist. You know, talking about the opportunities you have for storytelling, to find an audience on your own. I really believe that. I think it's a great time to be a journalist, which is why the journalism schools are filled with excited young people who see a huge future in the profession. So there are now, like, on this grid called J-School Cliché Bingo, there are now 12 expressions that are clearly banned from ever being used. What were the others? You need to be a one-man show. I'm probably guilty of saying that. How many of you read the New York Times? Who here is on Twitter? You know, so some of these I'm not guilty of. You could just hear the J-School students banging their heads hearing this stuff again and again. But I do like to tell war stories. I talk about my summer I worked at the City News Bureau of Chicago, which was an old school place. And they would bang into you these sort of basic skills of, you know, what caliber bullet and how many gunshot wounds and what, you know, what condition is the person in the hospital. And you'd say, well, the hospital says he's in stable condition. And the editor would say, stable's not a fucking condition. Dead people are stable. You know, and so you would learn these basic things like stable's not a fucking condition. The conditions are, you know, fair, poor, serious, critical. And the other thing they would say is if your mother tells you she loves you, check it out. You know, meaning just don't take anything on somebody else's authority. Make sure you double check anything. That's something you don't necessarily learn as an independent blogger. It's something you only really learn by having someone beat it into your head, or more painfully, by making mistakes and getting them aggressively corrected.
Yeah, I think there's something on the board that says, like, what does it say? Like, do you want to be right or first?
Do you want to be right or first? Well, it's, you know, of course you have to be both.
Right.
You know, at Slate we try to be right or first, but the internet provides a means of making sure you're right, because we have the kind of readers who enjoy catching us out when we make mistakes, and we encourage them to look for mistakes so that the final product is as accurate as possible.